"You're not invited to my dad's birthday," my wife said with smug grin, not even trying to hide the satisfaction in her voice. I stared at her, the woman I had built a future with, and simply nodded. Noted. Without another word, I turned and walked out of the kitchen. My chest wasn't pounding. There were no tears. Just a sharp calm, like a switch had flipped, and everything I used to feel was now compartmentalized. In my office, I opened our shared bank account. There was $56, $300, saved for a luxury family vacation. I had planned it all myself. Airfare, 5-star hotel, private yacht, the works. In less than a minute, I moved every cent back to my personal account. Then I called the travel agency and canceled every booking. The email confirmation landed in my inbox at 11:12 p.m. By sunrise, I had 18 missed calls and a single message from her sister that made the entire puzzle fall into place. "You deserve better. I didn't know until last night. I'm so sorry. We had been married for 7 years. Her family never accepted me. They thought I was too reserved, too quiet. They liked men who were flashy and loud, even if they had nothing behind the noise. I managed our finances well, invested wisely, and ensured a secure life. But to them, that wasn't enough. I believed she was different, that she had chosen me despite them. I was wrong. Her father's 60th birthday was supposed to be a grand gesture for me. A first-class trip to Croatia, a private villa, personal chef, private boat, all paid for by me, no strings attached. A month before the trip, I overheard her whispering in the bathroom late at night. She thought I was asleep. "He won't suspect anything. Just hang in there until after the vacation." I faked a louder snore and started paying closer attention. The betrayal wasn't a sudden explosion. It was a slow leak. She deleted one text thread each night, always between 11 and midnight. I found a second phone tucked inside her yoga bag. There were receipts for wine meant for two. 2 meals charged to our Amex, though she claimed she was out with Lauren. One night, I followed her. She said she was visiting her sister. She ended up at a condo complex across town. A younger man answered the door, shirtless. I didn't scream or cry. I sat in the car, just watching. 5 minutes. 10. She never even looked back. Over the next 2 weeks, I started preparing, not for revenge, but for a clean, strategic exit. First, I consulted a lawyer. We reviewed the prenup, airtight. She had insisted on the no adultery clause when we got engaged, thinking she'd never be the one caught. Then I moved assets, personal accounts, trust funds, even my startup shares. Everything shifted out of reach. She thought what we had was shared. It wasn't. I recovered deleted texts using software she didn't even know existed. I recorded phone calls, took screenshots, saved GPS logs. I built a folder called TRIP. By the time she asked about trip details, I was already holding everything I needed. Then came the moment I've been waiting for, the perfect spark, that smug look, that line about not being welcome at the party. She thought she'd hurt me. She didn't realize she'd triggered the final move. The next day around noon, her father called. "What's going on?" "The flights are canceled. The hotel says we have no booking." I paused, then said, "You should probably ask your daughter." She made it clear I wasn't supposed to be part of the party. Click. 3 hours later, her mother called, then her cousin, then silence. At 7:13 p.m., she texted me. "What did you do? You ruined EVRYTHING." I didn't answer. She came home at 10:48 p.m. Her hair was a mess, mascara streaked down her face. "You humiliated my family," she shouted. "No," I replied quietly. "You did. I just let the curtain fall." She tried to slap me. I stepped away. "I know about the condo, the phone, the guy. I'm not fighting you for the car, the house, or the furniture. Keep it all. You'll need it when your dad stops paying your bills." I dropped a manila envelope on the table. Inside, proof, prenup enforcement, annulment papers. All handled, all legal, no drama. But what truly sealed everything came from her sister. "Your wife, her dad, The other guy, they planned everything. The trip was their payday. She was going to leave you after Croatia. She called you boring but useful. I clenched my phone, not from shock, but from clarity. I had been nothing but an ATM with a heartbeat. Her father, the same man I once shared a $12,000 bottle of scotch with, had been laughing at me the whole time. I sent the evidence to their family group chat. Every photo, every text, a final message. Your invitation has been revoked. Then I blocked every number. That night, I rebooked the trip. Solo. Same destination. Same villa. Same boat. Just minus one parasite beside me. 3 days into the vacation, I got another message from her sister. She's living with him now, but he's broke. She's already begging Dad for help. He's ignoring her. I smiled. It was never about money. It was about self-respect, reclaiming everything they tried to drain from me, bit by bit, like leeches on soft skin. They thought my silence meant weakness. They mistook my stillness for submission. That was their first mistake. Letting me see the truth was their last. Now I sit here, sipping espresso by the Adriatic Sea, under a sky as blue as our old lies. The air smells like salt and peace. My phone buzzes. Blocked number. I delete it without reading. Some journeys are round trips. Not this one.